Hi, welcome to Focus and Faith. I am Eva, your host, and thank you so very much for joining me today. Today, I am very excited because I have someone very special on the show today. Her name is Latasha Oliver. She is all about that health. Yes, she is. She focuses on health and wellness. And that's what we're going to talk about here today on Focus and Faith. And I know what you're saying, Eva. I thought Focus and Faith was all about spirituality and awareness and awakening. Well, it is, but guess what? When you awaken to who you are, you wake up this body, okay? And your awareness, your mind that is there, okay? And that you are in touch with it, and you need to make sure it stays healthy and well fed. With that said, I am introducing Latasha Oliver. She has been instrumental in my life, and I'm hoping that she will be instrumental in your life because we are talking about changing the way we do things, the way we say things. So what we see will change. Thank you, Latasha, for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
So I am a holistic life and health coach, and I am also a law of attraction and empowerment coach as well. So I spent over 10 years in the fitness industry as a personal trainer, fitness instructor, and operations manager of 2 fitness facilities. And during my time in the fitness industry, I worked primarily with women. And what I saw over those 10 plus years is no matter how great, literally how great I can get somebody into top shape, looking good, everything, if they were not dealing with what was going on the inside, it didn't matter how good they looked, right? And even myself at that time, I was in tip top shape, looked great. People thought I had it going on, but I'm gonna tell you, at the time, I was not okay. Emotionally, mentally, I was not okay. So
yes.
I went through a whole spiritual journey of awakening. And then that's when I really decided to completely change what I was doing in my career. And I went from being a fitness guru, right, of a life coach. And I started my life coaching business in 2016. And now I work with women on an energetic level. And I empower women to take control of their life and their well-being. So
well, what about our men, Latasha? Are we leaving out our men? We can't do that because they need to do the same thing. They need to be aware.
Absolutely. No, I don't eliminate men. Okay. So I do work with some men. My focus though has been on women because with my journey and what I've gone through and what I've been able to overcome and I've really been helping women to really heal from their past and be able to step into who they really are, right? So what I mean by that is we as women and men, we are actually detached from who we really are. And I know that's what you talk about a lot on your show, right?
Yes.
Connecting to who we really are, right? And so that's what I do too in my coaching business. So it's not all about just health or just this or just that. I am a holistic, meaning whole being, right? So
whole being,
really
you heard that. We are whole
being.
Complete.
Exactly. So one of the things I teach my clients is the importance of reconnecting back to self. And from the time that we are born, we're like disconnected and no fault from our own, right? But born into this world after our parents and grandparents get over the excitement of us being here.
Yes.
When that all dies down, then it's kind of like, you know, when babies cry, what's the first thing we do? We pick the baby up, pat them on the back and be like, shh, right? So that's like literally our first interaction of being disconnected from ourselves, like we're being silenced. And we continue to grow as we're toddlers, we're being silenced. We, you know, especially those of us that grew up in that era of children should be seen and not heard. Like, we don't have a voice growing up. So we grow up like this. So our voice is being taken from us. And even when we fall down, and this again, talking about our men, right? Especially boys, when a little boy falls down, what is the first thing we do? Is we like, get up, brush it off, that didn't crying, things like that, right? So we are conditioned to disconnect from our true feelings.
Mm-hmm.
When we get older in our 20s, 30s, even our teens sometimes, right? We don't even understand feelings. Everything that we feel or think we feel is really not our own. It's what somebody has programmed in us.
Right.
Right. So because we're not
Yes.
taught to feel or think we feel the opposite of what we actually feel.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get older, a lot of us are looking for self-help books, motivational speakers and coaches. We're reading all kind of things, trying to heal. We're going to counselors. We're doing all this stuff to
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So that is where I come in and I help my clients to really get a hold of why life is showing up the way it's showing up, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
not just in one aspect, right? Because I focused on fitness for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, let's get our life in order holistically from the health aspect, emotionally, mentally,
Yes.
spiritually, everything, right? Because if you focus on one area in your life, you're always going to be searching for something else.
Absolutely, because you are neglecting the other areas if you're only focused on one area.
Exactly.
So that's why we're talking wholeness, wellness, and
Absolutely.
wholeness through your spiritual awareness and awareness of your health and the signals that your body sends to you when there's something wrong. So tell us a little more about what you do and how you got involved.
Absolutely. So in 2016, I started my holistic life and health coaching business, and I did focus on health during that time. But over the years of coaching, I found that I'm doing more spiritual and like mindset coaching. So I changed it, and I'm like literally focused on every aspect of someone's life. And what I've been able to do over the past couple of years is really help women to heal from their past. And I'm not even talking about just like when some people hear that, they're thinking like, oh, sexual abuse or, you know, something like traumatic or something like that. And I do that as well because I actually went through those experiences myself that I had to heal from. But I'm talking about healing from the unhealthy lifestyle and unhealthy relationship patterns that we go through. And sometimes people don't understand, or they don't even see the patterns that keep repeating in their life, right? Until it's kind of pointed out. So by the time a woman is looking, or man.
Yes, because men, we know it happens to you too. We're not leaving you out.
Exactly. So by the time, you know, someone is actually looking for a coach or looking for a counselor or looking for help, period. That's when we can start it. So what's going on in your life? Like what's showing up? I am really good in literally one conversation identifying what the pattern is and what the root cause is of my client's situation, period. No matter what it is, I can pinpoint what that root cause is, and we can really get down to, okay, this is where we need to start the healing process, right?
So Latasha, tell me this, because we know as African Americans, as Black people, as a nation of people, we tend to be very uncomfortable with sitting down with someone else that's outside of our family or our close friends or our church circle and telling them what's going on. So how is it that you're able to make that connection with people to get them to be honest, first and foremost, vulnerable men and women, and come to the table clean and ready, open arm to say, here I am, this is what I'm dealing with? How do you get them to do that?
It is all about relationships and connection. Like I have been gifted to where I have embraced my connection. So, and when I say connection, I mean my personal connection to God, my personal connection to self, my personal connection overall, right? And I actually get messages, and I am able to connect with somebody, you know, from the beginning of a conversation. And it's also about the types of questions that I ask. I know how to ask the right questions to get the information. And I'm also listening from above as well, right? So it's not all about just a one-way type of conversation.
Absolutely.
And that's why I say it's really easy for me to get to the root cause of someone's situation, because it's not necessarily me, right? I'm getting that information and I'm able to really help somebody, because that's what my job is here. My job is really here to help others to heal and to be, you know, where they want to be in life and manifest the type of life they're meant to have.
Absolutely. Isn't that a wonderful thing? It's a wonderful thing when, it's a great thing. We talked about being born here and our parents being excited. But
Mhm.
the greatest thing, in my opinion, is when you find out what you're here for. When you walk
Absolutely.
into your purpose, there's nothing like it to walk into your purpose and understand, hey, I get this. This
Absolutely.
feels good. This is what I can do, and I am doing it, and it's benefiting people. So you are serving. I love it. I love it. So Latasha,
Absolutely.
tell us a little more about those things that we see in the background back there.
Yes. So, okay. So let me tell you about this. So, being that, I do have the fitness background, the health background and everything, and I work with everybody holistically, right? So we do talk about nutrition. We talk about what you're feeding yourself, and not just, and in a minute, I'll get to that, but not just what you're eating and feeding your body, but what you're feeding your mind, right? So that means what are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you talking about? Everything. We
Everything.
get to the core of everything. So, but when we do go into nutrition and what you are feeding your body, it is highly important that you understand that what you are attracting in your life, we talk about the law of attraction, is exactly what you are attracting in your life. That's why it's called the law of attraction. So just like the law of gravity, when you drop something, it's going to fall down to the ground because that's the law
Yes.
of gravity. So law of attraction is whatever you attract into your life is what you attract into your life. Whatever you feed your body is how your body is going to react. Your body is going to react to what you feed it, right? So with that being said, I partnered with a company earlier this year when the pandemic broke out. A couple of years ago, I was introduced to Tara Gardens and Juice Plus, and at the time, I didn't really see a need for it. But when the pandemic happened, so many things are going on in the world right now. And one of the things I can definitely say is we need to take care of securing our food source. So
Yes.
I, reached back out to my aunt, which introduced me to Tara Gardens and Juice Plus a couple years ago. And I'm like, hey, I'm ready to talk about this Tara Garden and Juice Plus now, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I was on a mission to make sure I help as many of our people secure their own food source by being able to grow their own food in their own home.
Wait a minute. Stop it right there. She said, grow your own food in your own home.
Yes, absolutely.
How do we do that? Because I know me, and I am a city girl. There are people that grew up in the country and still do not want to go out there and till no soil. They just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, we are interested in knowing about how you grow your food in your home. How do you do that?
Yeah, it's through the Tara Garden. So Tara Garden is an aeroponic growing system, and you can grow 20 to 32 fruits and vegetables and herbs and whatever on your Tara Garden that can be in your home. So it can be in your living room, it can be in your dining room, wherever you want to place it. And it's something that everybody absolutely needs, right? So you're putting money back in your pocket while you're doing this because you're eliminating having to go to the grocery store.
Yes, we
So,
want to save money.
exactly, you're saving money, and we're always looking for ways to make sure that we are having to eliminate third party, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many produce recalls right now too, so people really need to be careful even if you are going out and buying your produce from somewhere else. And there's a lot of things going on with the farmers market too. Those people that are handling our food, we need to be really careful about. But the Juice Plus here are another way that people can put produce into their body if they don't want to grow their own food, but they want to get the benefits of. So Juice Plus is equivalent to juicing 20 to 30 produce a day. It is amazing.
20 to 30 produce, she said, a
Yes.
day. A day.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. So I started taking Juice Plus when I partnered with the company, selling Tara Gardens.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really expect any benefits for myself because I already, pretty much eat healthy and everything. But I can tell you my personal experience since I've been taking Juice Plus. Now, I am in my 40s and I already hit menopause, and I know, like, what?
Wow.
Yes. Right.
How many of us know about that one?
Right. So with menopause, everybody knows hot flashes and, not sleeping good at night and mood swings. But a lot of people don't understand that it actually affects your dental stuff.
Mm-hmm.
right? So anyway, I started taking Juice Plus, not expecting anything, just maybe like, okay, it'll boost my immune system and maybe give me more energy. It balanced out my hormones. Like I no longer get hot flashes.
Wait a minute. Ladies, did you hear that? Men, did you hear that for your women?
Yes.
Balance out the hormones.
It balanced out my hormone. It really did in a very short amount of time. Like the first day I took it, that night I slept good. That was the first night I slept good in about 4 years. That's a long.
Wow.
Yeah, and then a couple of weeks later, I noticed my hot flashes were getting better, and then I noticed that they were gone. I was like, "Wait a minute, when was the last time?"
Wait a minute. Wait. Did I hear that? Gone?
Yeah, they're gone. Like I don't get hot flashes anymore. And then my gums started to heal because my gums started doing this little separation thing and I was using Sensodyne and all kind of stuff. No more. My gums, they're back to normal. I'm not getting hot flashes. I'm in a great mood all the time.
Oh, you hear that, man? Great mood all the time.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really done some amazing things. And
Beautiful.
yeah, one of my business partners that started, she's been taking Juice Plus over 15 years, and she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and her husband with Crohn's disease. Since they've been taking Juice Plus, no medication, no symptoms, no flare-ups, no nothing. So it's a product. I can go on and on and on about it, but yeah, if anybody wants more information, they can reach out. But yeah, it's an amazing product. I use this with all of my clients, literally all of my clients, and they all have great benefits. So even my dad has been taking it and he's on dialysis and his kidneys are starting to get better. All of
really
that work is getting better.
All right. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? On dialysis and he's getting better. His kidneys is getting better.
Exactly.
Come on, somebody. Come
exactly.
on. Latasha, please tell us how we can get in touch with you and find out more about Juice Plus and all the great products, the garden towers and things that you've been telling us about.
Absolutely. So my website is Love and Light, and that's LITE.com, loveandlight.com. And my email address is latasha@loveandlight.com. And I also have my Juice Plus and Tarot Garden information. That's latashaoliver.juiceplus.com or latashaoliver.tarotgarden.com. And my phone number is 813-297-6245. So yeah, just reach out. I would love to have a conversation with you. Anyone interested in coaching, I do have, I always do a free consultation. So you can reach out, we can schedule something and I'll, be happy to talk to you and we can see if, working together would be, something that would be beneficial for us and we can go from there.
Absolutely. That is all the time we have, believe it or not, on Focus and Faith. I am so excited about what's happening, not only here on Focus and Faith, but what's happening in our lives. And we continue to grow. We continue to grow on the show. We're going to continue to have special guests like Miss Lovely Latasha. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that skin glowing. Come on now. She's a beautiful person inside and out. Thank you so much for joining us, Latasha. I would love to have you back so we can talk more in detail about that Juice Plus.
Absolutely.
And so what you do as a wellness coach. We need that. We need it in our community, in our nation of Black and African American people. We need it. Thank you so much, everybody. That is our show for today. We'll see you next time here on Focus and Faith.
Thank you.
All right.